So Santiago, thank you so much for joining us because this is a pretty hot topic. Like I know I was mentioning just before we went on air here that, I did a first-time homebuyer webinar and there was a lot of questions about this.
Sure.
And I think you're very qualified to answer these questions. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is title insurance?
Sure. First off, thanks, Justin. Really nice to be here. Title insurance is often overlooked. So you're right. You're going to get a lot of questions because when people are looking at closing costs that are attached to any sort of transaction, this is one that isn't often mentioned. What it is an insurance policy, obviously, but it's an insurance policy that's a little bit different. First off, you only pay once. So there's one premium, and it runs for the length of time that you own the property, you or an heir. You purchase it when you're closing a transaction, when you're purchasing or even when you're refinancing and you have a mortgage. And it speaks to a few risks. Number one, title issues. So if you get in, there's an issue that has like a lien or an encumbrance, a charge that shouldn't be on there, then that's the kind of claim that goes to title insurance. Another sort of risks, there are three headings, is off-title issues. So this one's interesting because if you purchase a property and you find out that the previous owner built a deck or rebuilt the foundation 30 years ago, there's no permit. A municipality at any point can go in and say, you've got to rebuild that deck, you've got to change that foundation, do the necessary repairs. Title insurance in that case will cover that claim. You can make a claim to them. They will cover the legal fees. They will, and so that provides that level of insulation against risk of things that happened sort of retroactively before you purchased the property and became an owner. Then that third heading, and this one is one that we hear about more and more every day. So think about mortgage fraud. These are the transactional issues that the title insurance speaks to. Someone puts a fraudulent mortgage on title to the property. Then that is the kind of title defect that title insurance will speak to. This might happen if, say, an elderly homeowner has no mortgage on title to the property. Then someone might put on a mortgage on there, and title insurance will then cover all the legal fees to rectify that situation. Or in certain sort of exceptional cases, you hear about the actual title to the property being transferred to someone else from, under the feet of someone.